In the vast landscape of human connections, there are moments when you feel like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite match the picture everyone else seems to be creating. This sensation of not fitting in isn't a flaw. It's a signal, a whisper from the deeper parts of your mind telling you that you're wired differently. Not better, not worse, just uniquely configured. Imagine walking into a room where everyone speaks a language that sounds familiar, but somehow the words don't quite resonate with the way your internal world works. That's what it feels like when your mind operates on a different frequency. Many people try to squeeze themselves into predefined spaces, smoothing out their edges, suppressing the unique rhythms of their thinking. But what if that discomfort of not fitting in is actually a gift? What if being different means you see the world through a lens that others haven't discovered yet? Your mind isn't average because it refuses to accept the ordinary path. It questions, it wanders, it connects dots that others don't even see. Think about the great innovators, the dreamers, the people who changed the world. They were never the ones who perfectly fit into existing systems. They were the ones who felt uncomfortable, who saw beyond the standard narrative. Your mind that makes you feel like an outsider is the same mind that holds extraordinary potential. It's like having a supercomputer when everyone else is working with basic calculators. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment shared below. And if this journey resonates, follow us and stay with us. Your unique mind is waiting to be understood. The experience of not fitting in often starts early. In school, you might have been the student who asked questions that made teachers slightly uncomfortable. The one who saw connections where others saw only disconnected facts. While your classmates were content with surface-level understanding, your mind was already diving deeper, exploring the hidden layers of every concept. This isn't about being smarter, it's about being differently intelligent. Intelligence isn't a linear path. It's a complex landscape with multiple terrains. Some people navigate through logic, others through emotions, and some, like you, navigate through an intricate map of intuition and deep perception. Your mind doesn't just process information, it transforms it. Where others see a problem, you see a puzzle. Where others accept an explanation, you seek the story behind the story. This unique mental configuration comes with its challenges. Feeling different can be lonely. It can make social interactions feel like navigating a foreign country without a map. But it also comes with profound gifts. Your ability to see beyond the obvious, to question the unquestioned, to feel deeply and think expansively, these are not weaknesses. They are the marks of a mind that refuses to be confined by average expectations. The world needs minds like yours. Minds that don't just accept reality but challenge it. Minds that create bridges between what is and what could be. Your struggle to fit in is not a punishment, it's an invitation to discover a path that is authentically yours. The journey of a mind that doesn't fit in is not about changing yourself to match others, but about understanding the unique landscape of your inner world. Imagine your brain as a complex ecosystem, different from the standard terrain. Where others might see a flat, predictable landscape, you see mountains of possibility, valleys of deep insight, rivers of interconnected thoughts flowing in directions most people never explore. Your difference isn't a limitation, it's an extraordinary capability. Some people move through life like tourists following a predetermined map, but you're an explorer charting unknown territories. This means you'll often feel out of sync, misunderstood, like a foreign language translator in a world that speaks only one dialect. But translation is a profound skill. It means you can bridge worlds, understand perspectives that others might miss entirely. Intelligence is not about having all the answers. It's about asking questions that nobody else dares to ask. It's about seeing patterns where others see chaos. Think about how a musician hears music in everyday sounds, the rhythm of rain, the melody of city streets. Your mind works similarly. You hear conversations beneath conversations, see stories behind simple interactions. This depth is not something to hide or minimize. It's something to celebrate. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. The challenge of not fitting in often stems from a society that values conformity over creativity. Schools, workplaces, social structures. They're designed for average minds, for predictable thought patterns. But your mind doesn't do predictable. It does extraordinary. Where others see a wall, you see potential doorways. Where others accept limitations, you imagine possibilities. Consider the concept of emotional intelligence, something far more complex than traditional IQ measurements. Your ability to feel deeply, to empathize beyond surface levels, to understand the subtle emotional currents running beneath human interactions. These are not weaknesses. They are sophisticated forms of intelligence that many people spend entire lifetimes trying to develop. Your mind processes information like a quantum computer processes data, non-linearly, with multiple possibilities existing simultaneously. You don't just think in straight lines. You think in intricate webs, where each thought is connected to countless other thoughts. This means you might take longer to reach conclusions, but when you do, those conclusions are rich, nuanced, and profoundly insightful. The sensation of not fitting in is actually a sign of advanced cognitive and emotional processing. It means you're not satisfied with surface-level explanations. You want to understand the why behind the what. You're not content with memorizing facts. You want to comprehend the underlying principles, the hidden mechanics of existence. Think about how a child looks at the world, with wonder, with endless curiosity, seeing magic in ordinary things. Most people lose that ability as they grow older, accepting the world as it appears. But your mind has retained that childlike wonder, that ability to see beyond the obvious. You haven't been domesticated by society's standard narratives. You remain wild, unpredictable, capable of genuine innovation. This doesn't mean your path will be easy. Minds like yours often feel intense emotions, experience deeper levels of sensitivity. You might feel things more strongly, process experiences more deeply. Social interactions can be exhausting because you're not just hearing words, you're sensing entire emotional landscapes. But this sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a sophisticated form of intelligence that allows for deeper human connection. There comes a moment in every extraordinary mind's journey when the true depth of inner complexity reveals itself. This is not a moment of triumph, but a profound confrontation with the most hidden aspects of your own consciousness. The shadows that have been whispering beneath the surface of your awareness now step into full view, demanding to be understood. Your mind has always been different, not by choice but by its fundamental nature. It's like being born with a sophisticated instrument in a world of simple tools. Where others see the world in black and white, you perceive an entire spectrum of colors invisible to most. This perception is both a blessing and a challenge. It means you feel everything more intensely, understand everything more deeply, and struggle more profoundly with the weight of your own awareness. The pain of not fitting in runs deeper than mere social discomfort. It's an existential experience of being fundamentally misunderstood. Imagine carrying an entire universe inside you, complex, vibrant, filled with intricate thoughts and emotions, while the external world demands simplification, conformity, reduction. Your inner landscape is a vast, unexplored territory that most people lack the courage or capacity to truly comprehend. Psychological survival for minds like yours requires a radical form of self-acceptance. You must learn to honor the unique frequency of your consciousness, understanding that your difference is not a wound to be healed, but a profound gift to be understood. The world that seems to reject you is simply not yet prepared for the depth of your perception. Think about the great thinkers, artists, and innovators throughout history. They were never the ones who perfectly fit into existing systems. They were the ones who felt deeply out of place, who saw beyond the standard narrative. Vincent van Gogh, who perceived colors with an intensity that drove him to both brilliance and madness. Albert Einstein, whose mind worked in ways so different that he revolutionized our understanding of the universe. These were not people who followed the crowd, they were people whose minds refused to be contained. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a sophisticated processing system that allows you to experience life with a depth most people cannot imagine. You pick up on subtle emotional currents, understand complex psychological dynamics, and see the interconnectedness of things that others miss entirely. This is not something to be fixed or normalized. It is something to be celebrated, carefully nurtured, and profoundly respected. The journey of an extraordinary mind is often a solitary one. You will encounter people who will try to dim your light, to make you feel smaller, to convince you that your way of experiencing the world is somehow wrong. But these are the voices of fear, of limited understanding. Your mind is a rare instrument, capable of perceiving nuances, connecting dots, understanding the profound interconnectedness of human experience in ways that transcend ordinary perception. Pain becomes your greatest teacher. The moments of deepest isolation, of feeling most misunderstood, are actually the moments of greatest potential transformation. Each experience of not fitting in is an invitation to dive deeper into your own consciousness, to understand the unique mechanics of your inner world. You are not broken. You are not wrong. You are simply operating on a different level of awareness. The shadows of your mind, those parts you've been taught to fear, to hide, to suppress, they are not your enemies. They are unexplored territories of incredible potential. Every aspect of your consciousness that makes you feel different, that creates pain, that seems to separate you from others, is actually a doorway to profound understanding. Your mind is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be explored. The final part of the script brings resolution, transformation, and profound integration. Transformation is not about becoming something you are not, but about fully embracing who you truly are. Your mind that doesn't fit in is not a mistake. It is a rare blueprint of human potential waiting to be fully understood and activated. Imagine yourself as a unique frequency, a special wavelength of consciousness that carries messages most people cannot yet receive. This is not about superiority, but about a different way of experiencing and understanding the world. The moment of true liberation comes when you stop fighting against your unique mental configuration and start dancing with it. Your differences are not chains that hold you back, but wings that can lift you to extraordinary heights of understanding and creativity. Every challenge you've experienced, every moment of feeling like an outsider, has been preparing you for a profound journey of self-discovery and potential. Intelligence is not a single path but a vast, interconnected network of abilities. Your mind moves differently, it leaps where others crawl, it sees connections that others miss, it feels with an intensity that transforms ordinary experiences into extraordinary insights. The world needs minds like yours. Minds that question, that explore, that refuse to accept the first layer of reality as the only truth. If this story helped you see a part of yourself more clearly, leave a trace, a like, a comment, a decision to walk with us. Subscribe and let this space be part of your own healing. Consider how nature creates diversity as its most powerful survival strategy. In a forest, not all trees grow the same way. Some reach higher, some spread wider, some survive in shadows where others cannot. Your mind is like that unique tree, not designed to be like every other, but perfectly crafted for its own extraordinary purpose. The very thing that makes you feel different is your greatest strength. The path of an extraordinary mind is not about fitting in, but about creating new spaces of understanding. You are not meant to squeeze yourself into existing frameworks, but to expand those frameworks with your unique perception. Think of yourself as a bridge between what is and what could be, a living, breathing portal of possibility that carries the potential to transform understanding. Your sensitivity is not a weakness to be corrected, but a sophisticated instrument of perception. Where others see surfaces, you see depths. Where others accept, you question. Where others move with the crowd, you listen to the quiet voice of your inner wisdom. This is not a burden. This is a rare and precious gift that the world desperately needs. Healing comes from radical self-acceptance. Every part of you that feels different, that has been misunderstood, that has caused you pain, these are not flaws. They are the most precious parts of your consciousness. Your mind that doesn't fit in is actually a revolutionary instrument of transformation. You are not here to be normal. You are here to be authentically, powerfully, brilliantly yourself. The journey of understanding your unique mind is ongoing. It requires courage, patience, and a deep commitment to honoring your own experience. You will continue to grow, to evolve, to discover new layers of your extraordinary consciousness. Each moment of feeling different is an invitation to go deeper, to understand more, to expand your perception of what's possible. Remember that the minds that change the world are never the ones that perfectly fit in. They are the ones brave enough to embrace their unique way of seeing, thinking, and experiencing. Your mind is not a problem to be solved, but a universe to be explored. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are exactly as you are meant to be, a profound, complex, extraordinary being with the power to see beyond the ordinary.